Good afternoon, Barbados. On August the 11th this year, our Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Mia Motley, she announced that starting this academic school year, September 2023, parents and guardians will be eligible to claim financial assistance through a $100 grant for textbooks purchased for primary school students. This eligibility, it applies to students at both the public and the private secondary schools. Now, since then, the Permanent Secretary, who's Ms. Wendy Odell, sitting next to me, and the Accounting Department of our Ministry of Education, they have been working with the Ministry of Finance, the Treasury Department, as well as the principals and information technology officers of primary schools to fine-tune a system that would make the claim process easy for parents and guardians, all the way from making your claim to final payment. Now, as you can imagine, it took a little time to consult and coordinate so that we could all agree and sign off collectively on how to best apply, how the claim requests would be processed, who would verify claims and how the verification would be done, what would happen if parents and guardians did not have access to a bank or a credit union account, where parents and guardians would go if you have questions or if you run into technical or technological challenges. All of these questions had to be addressed. Plus, human resource and needs had to be worked out to process all the expected thousands of claims in a timely manner. I know that many of you have already bought textbooks for your primary school students, and you've been asking how to make the claim for your $100 grant, and I am happy to say that we are now ready. We have agreed to an electronic filing process, which will allow parents and guardians to apply for the $100 grant online from your various communication devices. You can use your cell phone, a tablet, a laptop, or any other computer. The ministry has created an online fillable form to capture the necessary details. We are asking parents and guardians to take the responsibility for filling out and submitting the form for this particular $100 primary school textbook grant. The online form, it is entitled the Primary School $100 Textbook Grant 2023-2024. It will be available to you on the websites of the Government Information Service and the Ministry of Education. P.S. Odell will provide you with the specific details about these in a moment. Simply access the form and read the instructions at the front before you start completing them. All purchases of primary school textbooks should have been made between the period July 1st and September 30th of this year, 2023. Please have your textbook receipts at hand, as the receipts must be either photographed or scanned and attached to the electronic form. Your receipts should show the name of the store, the receipt number, and the date of purchase. The bookstores contacted by this ministry indicated that their bona fide receipts usually carry these details. Parents and guardians, we are asking you to complete the form correctly, please, with the student's information as well as your contact details and other required information to process payments. I want you to remember to upload the receipts when you're prompted to do so in the form. Now, once your form is submitted, it will go to the respective school of your child, and the verified form then will be sent to the Accounts Department of the Ministry of Education, and we will be able then to facilitate the payment to the parent or the guardian's bank or credit union account. I'm asking, please, that you provide accurate banking information when you're completing the online form to ensure that the funds are forwarded to the correct account. This will avoid any delays that would be caused by having to return funds from the bank and having to reprocess claims. I'm asking also that you please only use an active bank or credit union account when you're completing the online form, and recognize that your bank account number and your ATM card number are two different things. Your ATM card number will not be accepted by the online system. Now, the name of the bank account must match the name of the person submitting the request for the grant in order for us to be able to process properly. Now, if you have a mismatched name where the name requested and the name of the bank account are different, then what will happen is that there'll be a delay in processing the claim because further investigation would need to be made. And I'm going to ask the Permanent Secretary, Wendy Odell, to share with you what has been put in place to assist those persons who might be needing additional assistance in completing your online form.
Thank you, Minister. For persons requiring assistance completing the forms, the Information Technology Coordinator at the respective school will be available to provide any needed assistance to persons not able to access or fill out the form electronically. If you need to go for assistance to the school, please walk with your receipt for the primary school textbooks purchased, your national identification card, the student's identification card, and the account number of the bank or credit union where you would like government to deposit the money. Parents or guardians requiring assistance should contact the principal at the child's school to make an appointment. Appointments for assistance are to be made with the school and not with the Ministry of Education. The reason is that the IT officers who will be assisting at the respective schools will have their own schedules for teaching and for providing technical support. And the ministry will not be in a position to track every single IT officer's time schedule. The IT officer or principal would be better placed to work with you to determine a mutually convenient time. For persons without a bank or credit union account, we are aware that some persons may not have a bank account or credit union account. Disbursement of the grant directly to your bank or credit union account is likely to be a faster way to receive it. And we encourage parents and guardians to get an account if you can. However, if your circumstance prevents you from using a direct deposit to an active account, please inform the school so that your specific case can be brought to the attention of the finance section of the Ministry of Education. Arrangements will then be made for you to be paid by check. Please note, though, that additional time may be required to process claims that require checks to be written. Our finance department will do our best to process these manual receipts as fast as we can. So here are some important details for a smooth process. For those who asked whether the grant can be paid in a different currency other than Barbados dollars, the answer is no. The primary school textbook grant will be paid in Barbados dollars only, and payment will be credited to local banks or credit unions only. The value of the primary school textbook grant is $100 only. To further explain this, consider the following scenarios. If you are a parent or guardian who spends over $100 in textbooks, only up to $100 will be disbursed. If you are a parent or a guardian who spends less than $100 in textbooks, only the actual amount spent will be disbursed. Also, if you are a parent or guardian of 3 children, how do you apply for the grant? You are required to complete 1 form per student and upload the receipt on each form. We know that there are students who currently receive assistance through the Ministry of Education's existing primary school textbook scheme. Given that financial assistance is already being provided to those students, parents and guardians will not be eligible to put in a claim under this general 100 primary school textbook grant because those students already benefit from that existing financial assistance. Parents who co-parent a child, please be reminded that only one parent can claim for the grant for the same child. Our ministry is encouraging your cooperation in this matter, and we are respectfully asking that you decide upfront which parent or guardian will submit the request, so as to avoid the duplication and delays in verifying and processing your claim. Parents and guardians, please be reminded that you can only claim once per child. So, when can you submit for the grant? The online form entitled the Primary School $100 Textbook Grant 2023 to 2024 will be available from this coming Monday, October the 2nd, 2023 until October the 16th, 2023. You can get the form starting Monday coming by going to the Ministry of Education's website, the Barbados Government Information Service website, and the Media Resource Department website. We hope that this information answers your questions, and if you have further questions, please contact the principal at your child's primary school.
Thank you, PS. You know, the provision of this $100 primary school textbook grant is part of this government's ongoing commitment to support parents and guardians in providing the necessary education and educational tools for your children. It goes hand in hand with the support that government already offers in primary schools for school meals, for free transportation on buses, and for children who are getting universal education. Our Prime Minister and our Ministry of Education, we remain committed to contributing to a bright future for every child. Thank you.